Rideshare Rookie. I got it right that time. I still saying dread like I do on my trucking channel. Anyway, so yeah, guys, I'm a truck driver, about 2 years experience of over-the-road driving, and so I'm gonna say this video is about how much I made on New Year's Eve as an Uber driver. This is an Uber review. How much I made driving for Uber on New Year's Eve in Little Rock, Arkansas area as a new driver. And the thing I want you guys to understand is I'm not going after the areas where there's high surge and all that. I ended up in a surge area last night by accident. And I sat there for a few minutes and I didn't get any pings. So I did my thing. I've got it figured out. And I'm going to explain this in a future video about how to make money with Uber. These cats that are out here doing it, the problem is, okay, the advantage we have as truck drivers is we understand things a little better. I think we understand transportation, I think, a little better because we're trained in CDL academies and in truck driver training. We're trained. I'm going to explain this in a future video. It's too freaking hard to beat around the bush about it. I need to get into the specifics, so it's going to be in a future video. So anyway, how much I made. Okay, so guys, I mean, last night I didn't start up until 10 p.m. I was lazy, man. And the reason I didn't start up earlier was it was so freaking cold, man. It was like 12 degrees. I stepped outside about 5 or 6 p.m. It was so cold. I went back in the house, and at 7 or 8 o'clock, it was still freaking cold, man. And I thought, well, I don't want to be out there in that mess. And also, I was like, I don't think it'll do well with it being this cold outside. Who's going to be getting out, you know? But then, okay, so about 10 o'clock, I started up anyway. I said, I'm just going to go out there and get in my car and warm it up, and I'm going to go. And I ran from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., but I took an hour off from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. And so I ran about 7 hours, and altogether my total of how much I made was 119 bucks. Okay, now mind you, I want you to keep in mind that you do get cash. Tips, and I had some. Okay, so 119 bucks altogether for 7 hours. It wasn't as good as I thought, man, but I also started too late, you know. I should have started, if I'd have started up earlier, I'd have been picking up the people who were going to the parties. But I started up when I started up, I was picking up the people who were leaving the parties or bar hopping. I'm going to get into this too, a mistake that I made. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to the surge areas. I think you should stay away from them. And the reason is I got caught up in one last night. And the reason it was surging was, yeah, there was a high demand for rides, but they're bar hopping. They're going from one bar to the next. So you're not going but a block. You know, your fee, I mean, they're getting charged about $4, I think, because on mine, I'm only getting like $3.50. You know, so I got caught up in that for about an hour last night, picking up the people who were bar hopping. And I looked down there, and I was like, what the hell am I doing, man? I'm wasting my time. I got to get out of here, okay? And so I did. I left. And then I started making money, okay? But, I mean, I was still making money. But there's a girl last night that I picked up. Her and her friend were bar hopping. And she told me, and this is really kind of true, because she said, we are going to go to 5 bars. We're going to have two drinks at each bar. If you'll just keep picking us up, we're going to tip you $5 every time. Okay, you're going to make about 50 bucks off of us. Okay, then you got to take us home. So then you're probably going to make 20 bucks or so. So you see, if you do that kind of stuff, if you work the bar strips where there's bars and pick up people that are bar hopping around the cities and stuff, yeah, okay, and the point that she made was you're not going to use up much fuel. But guess what? To not use that much fuel, you got to turn your car off, and it's too freaking cold, man. So, yeah, that is a scenario that can pay off, but damn, man, it's too cold to shut the car off like that, you know, to try to save gas. I'd rather stay driving. Okay, so, and it paid off. I mean, leaving paid off because I made more money. All right, so, yeah, that's not too bad, but I'm going to say this. That's not really great for New Year's Eve, is it? They make you think you're going to make all this money on New Year's Eve? I made more money my first night. It wasn't New Year's Eve, you know what I mean? So, anyway. So, 119 bucks. I met some really cool people. And thank you, Kirsten, for the tip you gave me. Oh, that was really awesome. And some of the other people I met last night. All the people I met last night were really cool. Okay, so, anyway, and they're probably watching the channel by now, but they told me, and no, I'm not going to mention any people's names, okay. Oh, Kirsten. Oh, well, Kirsten said I could, that's right. Okay, never mind. So, I have to be careful about that, because the people who are riding in my car are most likely going to end up watching the channel, and I don't want to mention too much. Okay, so, I want them to use Uber again. But I've also had some cats telling me if you're going to do Uber, you need to be doing Lyft too, because Lyft is running these specials where, oh gosh, I probably shouldn't be saying this. Well, I'm going to anyway, because I'm going to be signing up for them. Uber runs specials where you get your first 10 rides 50% off. Okay, so what the drivers are telling me is it's turning Lyft into Uber's trashy sister. You know, it's like the trashy version of Uber. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I haven't used it. I used it as a rider. Ooh, what does that make me? Anyway, so, okay, I did all right last night. I took the night before off. The first night was the night before that, and I did a lot better. So, I'm thinking, because I started so late, and it was so freaking cold, and New Year's Eve fell on a Sunday anyway. Anyway, I'm going to start up today about 5 p.m. We're going to see what happens. All right, so stay tuned, and I'll keep you posted. Rideshare Rookie out.